False consciousness is a theory rooted in orthodox Marxist belief surrounding the relationship between an individual, society, and power. Marx stated, "It is not the consciousness of man that determines their being, but on the contrary, their social being that determines their consciousness."
For the League's purposes, there are two kinds of men. Men have been hardened and forged by manual labor, and men who profit from the fruits of that labor, the bourgeoisie.
Italian author Antonio Gramsci built upon Marxist theory. He is known today for the contemporary use of the term cultural hegemony. Gramsci was the founder and leader of Italy's Communist Party. He was incarcerated by the Italian government for his opposition to Benito Mussolini.
Gramsci Antonio, prenda il materasso e raduni la roba, c'è il trasferimento.
While in prison, Gramsci wrote his theory in a series of notebooks. According to scholars and historians, Gramsci's work consisted of about 30 notebooks and approximately 3,000 pages of written analysis. On April 27, 1937, Gramsci died while imprisoned by the fascist Italian regime. Here are some examples of false consciousness. The working class obeying social leaders in the belief that these leaders represent God.
Evangelists are under close scrutiny this morning. It comes as Pastor Creflo Dollar asks his followers to buy him a $65 million private jet.
I am the resurrection.
Dollar owns this multi-million-dollar mansion and condo. In March, his website asked the faithful to help him buy something else.
To give contributions of $300 or more.
A $65 million Gulfstream G650 jet, the top of the line in luxury air travel.
What's Pastor Dollar's prosperity gospel really all about?
What is it all about? It's about feeding him. It's about him eating. I'm going to tell you whatever I need to tell you to get you to put money in my pocket.
One church member, Mary Jones, plans on answering the pastor's call, even though she rides the bus 20 miles every Sunday to Dollar's church.
We support our pastor. That's what we're here for. The work that he do and where the Lord have him traveling, he doesn't need a cheap airplane. He needs the best.
False consciousness. The inability to recognize or admit that social injustices exist, or convincing oneself that the oppression of a particular group does not occur.
Yeah, I don't think of Boston as a racist city at all.
So how do you know?
I don't feel it. You know, it's just a gut feel. I don't feel like it's racist. I've just never encountered it.
False consciousness. Participating in one's own oppression.
Can a woman be president?
The presidency is a man's job.
I have women are qualified to be president.
No. A female has more hormones. She could start a war in 10 seconds. If she has hot flashes, whatever, boom.
Haven't all wars been started by men?
Yes. Whenever I hear president, I think of man. It's a man's job. What sort of, I may be...
Close-minded.
No, yeah, well, no.
Misogynistic?
No.
You're voting against your own interests.
That's it. Thank you very much.
False consciousness.
Reagan flooded the community with drugs. That's a terrible thing. But then we asked the Democrats to do something about it.
What'd they do?
They locked up everybody who sold drugs and left the crackheads to raise the community. Thank you, Democrats. And this is the funny part. The person who wrote the bill for all of the locking up is the nigga you asking us to vote for now.
The truth is, every major crime bill since 1976 that's come out of this Congress, every minor crime bill has had the name of the Democratic senator from the state of Delaware, Joe Biden, on that bill.
And I do have a record of significant accomplishment. The crime bill, which became known as the Clinton crime bill, was written by Joe Biden, the Biden crime bill.
Which is hilarious that you say the Republicans didn't do anything, when in fact, as terrible as Donald Trump is, he made it so that all of those people who were locked up were able to vote again, giving us voting power again. All those people who had felonies that could not vote can now vote again, and they voted for the nigga who put them in prison. Good job, black community. Way to stick together.
False consciousness.
We're in the state of Mississippi. I don't care for the government. They don't show me anything.
You get food stamps.
Yeah, but I think I deserve food stamps. I have no employment.
I hate Obamacare. I think it's retarded and pointless.
But a lot of people in Mississippi need health care.
Yeah.
That's
Voting
right.
Republican hasn't worked for you.
But it could.
But it hasn't.
It hasn't, but it could.
Why is the poorest state the most conservative state?
We would rather go broke and die hungry than to give up our moral beliefs.
False consciousness. Voting in such a way that benefits the members of the ruling class instead of those in the working class.
We at the Birmingham team have a great leadership. We really don't need anyone coming in and telling us what they want to give us, because basically we have everything we need here. Always wanted to work for Amazon. This is the only place I've seen that have benefits from day one. There's no waiting period. You got chances to advance.
Vote no for the union.
I will vote no.
It's not needed.
Vote no, we can do it without the dues.
False consciousness.
I want to reach 1 million likes. So please, sarapakarain. Okay, thank you.